How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Cozy Za video. Hopefully you're having a pretty good day. Today's been pretty nice. It's December 20th. A little chilly out. It's looking like it's going to be a mix of rain and snow. And yeah, I'm just enjoying the weather with the nice little comforting blanket. But if you're back for this video, I thank you so much. Hopefully you've enjoyed the previous video, which consisted of us playing Balatro, which we'll definitely be playing more of in the future. But I've gotten a little bit of feedback so far saying that it was really nice to have on in the background while falling asleep. So that is great. That is the goal of this channel, and hopefully more of these uploads as I compile them into a playlist will grant you all watching a nice good rested sleep. So today we're playing Powerwash Simulator, another really relaxing game. Honestly, it's just got a lot of nice audio satisfying, maybe like ASMR, something along those lines. Let me know if you guys use any type of ASMR. They do have a Shrek DLC pack I did see, but I didn't get that just yet. Maybe I'll get it another time, but right now we'll just play through the career mode. And who boy, will there be some work to be done here. So let's just start the career. Start off with the first job. Greetings. Finally found a van for you at the auctions under your budget. Don't freak out when you see it. Looks like it's just been dredged from the bottom of a lake, but that's a good thing. It's meant no one else has a bid on it. They missed out. Underneath that hideous layer of gunk is your perfect workhorse. Engine's a dream, no rust. There's even equipment in the back. Just needs a good hosing down and you're in business. You'll certainly earn your pressure washing stripes getting this thing clean. So with this game, it really is straight up just power washing different locations and different objects. So like this example, one of the objects being a car, but in other cases it can be something like a house or a backyard or a playground. So I've had a bit of experience playing this game, and I really do enjoy it. I must say, I really do enjoy it, and I think you guys will also enjoy it as well. With that being said, I'm just going to change my sensitivity so I can move around a little bit better. And then after that, we'll get into the power wash. But for those that are watching, please lay down, relax. I invite you to this cozy side of the internet. Sit by the campfire with us and just take a good rest, traveler. So let's see, sensitivity, motion sense, yeah. Controller sensitivity, controller speaker volume. I'm gonna bump the sensitivity up even higher than what it was. And I think I'll bump this up a little bit more too. It just doesn't feel like it's moving around. I mean, I guess that's better. It does feel better. So yeah, on that note, hopefully y'all are having a pretty good one. If y'all have any suggestions for games y'all want me to play as well, I'm by all means totally down. I've been told Pikmin is pretty relaxing. I've been considering the thoughts of maybe a Kirby game or a Mario game of sorts, so I'm really just intrigued to try out some different varying games. But it's nice when the games have really good audio like this, or like the music and the sounds are kind of satisfying and not so aggressive like that of Balatro, right? So make it easier for you guys while you're relaxing or while you're trying to sleep throughout the video. So yeah, this game is really nice though. really is nice. I'm actually gonna put on both my earbuds. I usually only rock just one, but for this game, I'll totally rock both. It's very much so worth it with how nice the different Powerwash equipment sound. Pretty good time. So feel free to turn up your audio. I have no intentions of yelling or anything like that. That's totally the opposite of what this channel is supposed to be. And yeah, you are in a safe channel. Won't be any jump scares or anything like that. Hopefully y'all are enjoying your break as well. If you're like me and in college and you're getting a little break. There's a removal van outside my neighbor's place. They're finally going. Whoever moves in, they're gonna need something. So the thing about this game is that you get jobs from different clients that want you to clean their property or clean whatever it is that they're in need of cleaning. And the more you clean, the more money you make up, right? And then with the more money you make up, you can use that for better pieces of Powerwash equipment. Yeah. And then that can be upgrades or different cleaning fluids, or honestly, it's a lot of different upgrades that could be done. I don't think I've even scratched the surface of how many upgrades it could be. You gonna go with that business name, or do you need me to think some up? I'm phenomenal. I thought up Grouting Thomas for that tiller, and she's never looked back. So I think that is the client messaging us in regards to just on reflection, Bonnie Tiller might have been a better fit. Yeah, so they're just reaching out, giving us some suggestions and little comments and stuff like that. But honestly, we could tell how good of a cleaning job we're doing by that percentage on the top left. So the top left, 90%, that means that we are very close to being finished with this van. As we get close to the end of the job, there will be a lot of little spots we'll have to go over again in finer detail with a better nozzle like this one right here to get those fine details, like these windows, for example. But when you see the little glimmer, that's when you know that you have successfully cleaned it pretty well. You can also look at that that white line on the top left with the name. That'll signify what it is you're cleaning, but also how much more there is that needs to be cleaned from it. So we got that bumper pretty nicely. Now we're trying to get the body of the car there. There we go. I think we're gonna have to go over to this side, maybe. Let me see. Maybe something like there. And it might be a little bit more gunk here. Yeah. Definitely. Let me see if we can find this. Well, wow, there's a lot right here, actually. Whole thing of body of this van. Whole body side of dirt. Didn't even notice. So, like, I think one of the reasons why I really like this game is because I personally sleep well when I hear rain. And during times when I'm meditating, I tend to use a lot of like rain, like water sounds and stuff like that, right? And that is a big part of this game, to say the least. There we go. The doors, like this door, perhaps? Yeah. Like this door, exactly. tires? Why are the tires spelled like that? There's one tire. Not that one, so probably this one. Yep. Okay, and wing mirrors. Oh, definitely didn't hit those. Nice. Oh. Move out to the stepping stools way. So the stepping stool is actually pretty good because when we're trying to get up to higher places and future jobs, we'll have either a stepping stool or a ladder, so it'll be pretty good. Okay, nice. We completed that job. So we can just press start. It'll show us a little replay of how we progressed through that. I say we did pretty darn good. Looking nice. Yeah. Alright, we can exit out of there. We got paid. That job was $150. So, pretty good, but bigger jobs will require definitely more money that we'll get from it, like this one, which is $450, but we're doing a back garden. Hey Doc, I hope you like a challenge, because I'm pretty sure I've got the dirtiest backyard you've seen. That's not me bragging, by the way. I had nothing to do with it. I've just moved back to town for a bit to help my folks, who are both down to their last knee, and rented what I thought was a great little place. Should have questioned why there weren't any garden picks in the ad. They must have bred rhinos here or something. Anyway, my girls are itching to get out there, and I don't want them still itching when they get back inside. So please, do your thing. Thanks a lot, Cal. So, this one is definitely going to be a bigger job. But we'll work through it. We'll work through it. Finally enough, my first girlfriend, Perez, used to live here back in the day. Those were good times. Alright, so he's giving us some lore about this place. Eventually, I'm totally gonna need an upgrade for this nozzle. Absolutely gonna need an upgrade. I gotta say, I've never done power washing in real life, but boy, this game makes me want to try it out so bad. It really does. It just seems so satisfying to do. Even when I watch little videos of people power washing their cars and stuff, it just looks so nice, like an enjoyable activity to do. And you know, it's fun. It makes the cleaning less, like, feel less like work and more like I don't know, like a enjoyable activity. At least that's how I would look at it. To see it all sudsed up with the soap nozzle and then just rinsing, and yeah, it just would be not only audibly satisfying to hear, but you know, visually too. So as we clean more of these, you know, bits of property, we're slowly getting more and more money. So from the last job we had 150, but since we cleaned that fence just now, we got a nice $8. That might not seem like much, but trust, you'll see that these things really do stack up. And the moment I can get a new piece of power wash equipment, I absolutely will. Let me see if we can look at the shop here. Power washers. So we need $250 to get the Prime Vista 1500. Clean surfaces better. $900 to get this one. $2,000 to get that one. See, it really starts stacking up fast. It surely does. But I think the most optimal way to go about it is to absolutely upgrade your actual power wash gun itself. Give me one quick moment. Alright, sorry about that. Uh, it's interesting. You could wait a whole morning for somebody, let's just say your job in this instance, because that's what it is, to call you in regards to, taking up a shift. And you won't hear from them the whole time that you're free. But the moment that you're occupied, that's when, yeah. That was such is life, right? I think that's how they say it. Such is life. Ooh, man. This guy's gonna be coming back to his backyard slash garden looking like the ending of a Pimp My Ride episode. It's gonna be looking real different for him. It's quite the big job, I'm not gonna lie. Quite the big job. Just gonna keep a lookout for that 250, signifying that we have enough for the next house upgrade, or not house upgrade rather. Apologies. The next upgrade for the power wash. Needs that. Definitely needs that. I'm trying to think of more mangas I can read for the channel. Right? I want to do something that is pretty medium length, and eventually we might pick up on a manga that is longer in chapter amount. It could be anything like Bleach, or it could be, who knows if I'll be bold enough to pick up One Piece, but it's not impossible, right? It's not impossible. Needless to say, I'm very much so taking some ideas, so anybody watching that's happens to be a manga reader or anything of that nature, let me know. What's up? Do you do bikes? I could do with someone running their thing over my deadbeat dirt bike. So there we go. We got another client interested. Calvin saying him and his lady would climb up and down the rock garden all day, pretending they were on rumbling mountain rushless. The pond was the crater. He's really reminiscent, isn't he? His backyard must mean a lot to him. It's interesting. I was just talking with a family member of mine about how after I graduated college with my first degree, after graduation we went to an Olive Garden, and man, the Olive Garden was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Feels good, you work hard for that, get that diploma, and walking this stage and everything. It's such a nice feeling. But while Olive Garden is pretty okay most times outside of their widely praised breadsticks, the Olive Garden that day was really, really good. I don't know, I think it was just like the reward of it all after so long of working towards that diploma, that degree and everything. But that Olive Garden was located where it was for quite a long time, and it just, it was around for some time. I don't think we would frequent going there a lot, but it was there for quite some time. And interestingly enough, after going there, I mean, that one time I had it tied to the memory of, okay, this is the Olive Garden that I went to with family and stuff after my graduation. You know, perhaps when I'm older and I have children, when that time comes and they're old enough for them to comprehend a little story time about me going there after my college graduation, or one of my college graduations at least, could tell them how it was. Well, gonna be a little bit more difficult to do that, as that Olive Garden happened to shut down recently. Yeah, I know, I didn't want it to have to go downhill, go a little south with the story, but unfortunately, yeah, that Olive Garden is no longer open. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't getting that good a business, but I felt as though every time I went around that area that there was frequent customers there. I will say they shifted their location to a different building. It wasn't just shut down in general, but it was pretty sad to see. You know, they couldn't have done that before I graduated and went there and had a memory associated with that building. I don't know. But when you have those memories, you really do reminisce. I'm sure plenty of you have a restaurant or a movie theater or an arcade or something like that that you experienced some type of nice, pleasant, or memorable experience at. That place might not be around anymore. Hey, it could be a Blockbuster, it could be a Radio Shack or something, you know. It doesn't have to be a food place, but it could be a store that's just not around anymore. I will say I do have some memories, as I mentioned Radio Shack, which maybe some of you are too young to know what store that is, but there might be a great deal of you that do know what Radio Shack was, at least. And oh boy, I remember going to one as a kid, and one of my sisters tinkering around with their electronics when we walked in there. You know, playing with the pianos that they had, or keyboards really. Messing around with their little CD players and speaker systems. Going to those times. But, at least they're gone in the context of that store. Right? But the memories still stand. We'll always love them, always appreciate them. Can never let those memories go. You hold on to them, cherish them. I think something I need to do before this year ends is really get together my vision board for the next year. Hey Doc, bumped into the park warden. He definitely needs your help. Okay, so we have another job from another client, and we're 40% through this job, which is pretty good. Not bad at all. But yeah, I need to get my vision board set up for this next year, and also reflect and look at the vision board I made for 2024 and see how much of that I really accomplished. I feel like I did a really good job though. You ever just feel as though you did really good, better than you thought? It's a nice feeling. think it's important. I personally find it important to always, set some goals that you want to accomplish in a short, maybe even medium and or long span of time. I feel like it keeps you purpose driven. It keeps you, you know, it removes any amount of stagnation in your own growth. Right? I feel like if you don't set some goals or something like that, then you start to have that feeling of, am I really accomplishing anything? And maybe you are, but maybe it's not as much accomplishment as you feel as though you would be having if you did have something like a vision board or a checklist of goals that you were interested in making. I know one of mine, I won't share all of them. I really won't even share more than just this one, as I like to, you know, keep these fairly to myself, and then, really just work on it, refine myself, and I mean, if the time presents itself when I feel ready to share it, then I will. But I don't mind sharing this one by no means. But I absolutely recall having the idea of getting into a piano class over the break. Well, not over the break, but over the year. And very, very successful in doing that. I mean, I've been doing a grand job at, staying consistent with that. That's a big part of it, right? Consistency when it comes to, getting into an activity that you're interested, or something like, I don't know, learning a language, cooking, or it could be anything. It really can. There's so many different things to learn of, and so many different ways that these things can be learned. I mean, so many different sources, outlets, far more than there were 20 years ago. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents, they'll tell you. Having to make more use of libraries and things of that nature to get information that is so much more easily accessible these days. I mean, I know TikTok is going to be going down pretty soon. As soon as like January 18th or something like that. Can't remember the exact day. But man, oh man, is January 18th, or whatever the day that shutdown happens, it's going to be a rough day, because whether you hate or love TikTok, you gotta admit that it can be used in a really effective way. Not only for marketing, but it could be used for some information purposes. I mean, I've known people that have made use of TikTok to learn how to do a lot of different things. It could be sewing, it could be marketing, it could be like music production, stuff like that, or coding, and there's so much that could be learned from TikTok. It's fascinating, but bittersweet, as it's going to be coming to an end. I kind of got into TikTok really, really late. But I feel like I also got a good amount of time in use with it. Maybe not as much of an extent of use as others, but I've had a nice amount of time with it for sure. I know once that app is done with, a lot of people will be coping and looking out for another app that can be used to substitute that of TikTok. Fill the hole that is missing with that. And well, some people might cling to Instagram, and others may retreat back to Twitter. And those apps have their own means of sharing information and relaying information to the users in their own way, but there's something about TikTok that is just, it worked ever so effectively. Ever so effectively. Let me know in the comments if you haven't fallen asleep yet. If you happen to use social media much at all, or if you have, then what's it like for you? Do you try and take breaks? Do you consistently use it on a day-to-day basis? Is it your prime means of entertainment? Or do you maybe just use it to keep up with family or something? Everybody has their means of use, to say the least, for lack of better words. I know me personally, I constantly try to find not only means of entertainment through social media, but I also try to take a lot of nice breaks from it, because I feel like too much of it can be a little overstimulating. That's all. A little overstimulating. There goes the patio. And now we have over 250, so I think I'm going to purchase this other power wash. Let me see. Oh, wait, do we have this one? We own that one. Oh, I see. Okay, we need to save up for the $900 one, I think it is. We're using the Prime Vista. Okay, alright. We'll just have to keep stacking our money until we can get this one. It's a little unfortunate to see. I was a little excited for another new power wash, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. Very nice. Awesome. 58% through this job. Any movies you guys happen to be looking forward to? Kind of intrigued with Lion King Mufasa movie. I want to know what that's about. Is this the Dirt Finder General? Got your details from a certain Harper Shaw, as there is an alleged dirt problem at the local playground. So there we go, um, another client reaching out about a different job. We'll look into that later. Yeah, I don't know. That Mufasa movie looks interesting. Did any of you guys happen to see Moana 2? I feel like I'm not seeing a lot of reactions or reviews, and maybe I'm just not looking for Moana 2. It doesn't seem like it's breaking charts or anything. I will say it has a lot of, like, a big thing of shoes to fill with Moana 1. How that just completely nailed it as far as characters, story, music, all that, animations. I know that Sonic movie came out too. It's crazy because that Sonic movie came out and they, like, the day after it came out, it was just announced by, like, reporters that a Sonic 4 movie was in the works for 2027 or something like that. Gosh, those movies are doing brilliant. I respect it though. Oh no. Gotta get used to that, like, laying prone or ducking really low button. So as of lately, I've been watching a show on Netflix called Arcane. It's been a pretty good watch, I must say. I should have been watched this show, but I was pushing it off for a good while. And they announced the season 2, and well, my cousin really put me onto it. I must say, like, he was the successful person to put me onto the show. And I absolutely can see why people like this show. Like, it definitely has some brilliant love and care put into it for its final product. Seems like they put a lot of thought into this show, and just the animations and everything. It's different. It's different, to say the least. Goodness. Where am I missing here? Is it right here? No. It's right here. There's also a button I can press. There we go. Yeah, I can press that button to see where all the dirt is. Which helps a bunch, I must say. any like a blockade or something. There we go. Let's go back to this one. It's a little bit more powerful getting that grime off. There is a lot of dirt in here. I mean, goodness. You ever seen those videos where they're doing like the pool cleaning? Or those videos where they're doing like detailing of a car? Those are really, really satisfying too. That's what this also reminds me of. I mean, there might be a car detailing simulator game out there that I don't know of. But I feel like the simulator games are often really, really relaxing. Like Truck Simulator or something like that. Probably really relaxing. I definitely haven't played that one though. Truck Simulator. Almost done with this. At this point, it's just like little pieces in here, just little spots. There we go. Okay, we can get this little birdhouse and this ground lining. That's good. That's good. Very good work. Birdhouse. I gotta clean this side of it real well. We use this. %4% clean as far as this job goes. There we go. Gotta get underneath it too. You can see all footprints and such. Now this is level 3 difficulty as far as cleaning job goes. So you can only imagine what level 5 is going to be like, right? It might actually be a nightmare. So, one thing that's happening with me pretty soon is I'm going to have to get my wisdom teeth taken out, and I gotta say, not looking forward to it. I don't know too many people that usually are looking forward to getting their wisdom teeth taken out, or any teeth taken out, really, but, yeah, one of those things you just wish you didn't have to do. You wish you didn't have to do, but better to get it done than not in the long run. Typically, the sooner the better. At that time that happens, though, I don't know how much content I'll be able to make around that time, so I apologize in advance. I will get back to things after recovery. Alright guys, like I said, there's quite a bit to this grill. Looks like you're almost done. My girls can't wait to get there. Client is sounding very satisfied. I was a kid, there was definitely a house not far from me where in their backyard they had couches out and a TV and outlets connecting from like their house to that backyard space, and it just fascinated me how they got that to situated in that way. I always wondered, like, at that age, I was wondering, like, how do they have this going through different weather changes, like snow and rain, and through the year. I can't remember to the T how their setup was, but I feel like they had their T's crossed and their I's dotted. Like they really checked off the list of things that needed to be handled, such as making sure the TV was protected and stuff for any weather. But as a kid, oh boy, I just thought they might have had some, I don't know, like phones that were like waterproof and stuff like that, and different things that were more on the waterproof side of things weren't as common. Definitely weren't as common. Might not have even really been starting point at that time, but maybe little me might have thought, maybe it's something they got out there is waterproof, like the couch or the TV itself. Like, just very ignorant to how they got that working. Nope. I didn't mean to hit that button. There we go. Okay. In this moment, I'm gonna need the stepping stool. Pick it up here. Bring it over here. I think we're all done with that one. Get this little toy car. Alright, I think we're done with that. Still need to get the inside of here. Got this. Nice. Alright, we can get this lawnmower. It's almost as if somebody just dropped a dirt bomb in the backyard and just splattered everywhere like a Splatoon ultimate attack. It's so cozy to do this on like a rainy day, rainy, snowy kind of day like today in real life. Though this might not be your kind of game if you don't like cleaning, for real. If you're not a fan of cleaning, you might not like this. Maybe not. It's a possibility. Alright, we might just need to clean the shed. That might be the last piece. I imagine that this part will take a little bit more work to do, so I kind of saved it for the end. After we do the shed, there'll probably be just little tidbits of things that we need to hit to get the full 100%. We are doing a grand job. We'll have to get on top of the shed roof to get like a big bulk of this part of the job done. get this window fairly well cleaned here. There we go. Nice. Oh man, the back of this. I knew it was gonna look like a nightmare, but geez, the back of this did look crazy. Okay. There that goes. Now we can jump on up here and get this side. Which it shouldn't really take too much. But it is some heavy dirt up here. Do the same for this side. Oh, goodness. Window cleared. Good. Okay, now we need to find little tidbits of things to get this last 1%. So we'll check like the birdhouse and check the car, the stairs. Okay, I see something here. The edge. Okay, like right here. There we go. There's something else here. I think I saw something else shown, yeah. It's very minute. Very fine line of dirt that is present over here. Okay. Let me see. The wall of this needs to be done. Stepping stones. Dog roof. The water bowl to the dog. Okay. Nice. Okay. patio. I feel like there's something around these parts. Yeah, like this fence posting. Anything here? Here? Nothing? Alright, here we go. I'm not seeing anything else. As we're looking, the chairs seem like they're fine. The umbrella portion seems like it's fine too. Maybe the actual fence in itself. The wall to the fence, no. The lining of the wall now. Okay. Parts of this. They're real particular about what it is I'm missing. It's nothing to do with the grill, right? Let me see, sofa. The roof to here, these like wooden panels holding it up, wooden beams, no? Anything on the shed? The star, no? Not the hanging bladder, not the window. I feel like there's more here. There's gotta be more. No. And they're making it a challenge to find this. Oh, here we go. There's one. There we go. Stepping stones. We still have a few more stepping stones that need to be cleaned. It'll give you a checklist once you're down to the last few. So, stepping stones done. Fence posts. Fence post there. There's a fence post right there. Fence post done. Step edging. Step edging. Step wall, step edging right here. Oh, that's a big one. There we go. Brilliant. Full $450. Full thing earned from that job. There's a replay of us and our cleaning of there. We really were working our way around the entire backyard, just clockwise, it felt like. Nice job, very nice job. And, yeah, I think our next job, we will be able to eventually, in the middle of it probably, upgrade to a stronger Powerwash. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. We will wrap up here today. Hopefully you enjoyed this this nice, relaxing gaming session of Powerwash Simulator, but hopefully you also got a good amount of rest. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share with those around you that may also be interested in some form of content that is catered to trying to get some decent sleep or trying to relax or take a nap. Everyone is welcome to this cozy side of the internet, this campfire, and I appreciate your company and hope that you, traveler, did indeed get some good rest. I'll see you soon for some more videos along these lines, and let me know in the comments, what did you think of this session? Did it help you out? Hopefully it was nice. Thanks again, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. Be sure to tell somebody you love them. I'll catch you on the next one. Alright? Peace and love, baby.